Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is the day 12 of our computer vision series. The link of the playlist is in the description below, so make sure to check out the entire playlist. Today we are here with another beginner friendly project, which is how we can cartoonify our images. And not just the images but also the webcam. And even though it's not the exact cartoonification of the image, but still is going to give us a pretty cool result. As a beginner, I think it's one of the coolest project you guys can make. Now, without further ado, let's get started. But before starting coding, let's first see what kind of result we're going to get. So I am going to run this program and you guys can see the webcam and see the results of it. So on the left side you guys can see the original image, and on the right side of the screen you guys can see the cartoonified image. Well, it basically works for everything, but I have prepared a few images so that you guys can see how cool it actually looks. So these are a few cat images because I love cats. And yeah, I think the result is pretty awesome. So let's get started and I'll explain the code to you as well in extreme detail. So if you're a beginner, you guys can create your own cartoonified filter. So since we have to cartoonify both the image and the webcam, so first we will create a function so that we can use that function both for cartoonifying an image or the webcam. The image that I've chosen for this tutorial is this one, and the webcam, well, you've already seen the webcam thing. Okay, so let's get started. Let's first import our OpenCV, because how can we proceed without importing this important library? Okay, and then let's start creating our cartoonification function, because once we've created the function, then we can write the logic for applying that function on the image, and then we can create the logic for applying that function on the webcam. So without wasting further time, let's get started. I'm going to call this function as cartoonify, and this cartoonify function will accept an image as a parameter, an image in case of an image and a frame in case of your webcam. Okay, so the first thing that I would want to do while cartoonifying my image is to smoothen out my colors, and I am going to do that using the OpenCV function, which is called as the bilateral filter. So the first thing I have to pass is the image name, and then I have to pass the size, the neighborhood size, okay, and then I have to pass the sigma color. Now sigma color is basically how much color difference is acceptable. The higher the value, the more smoothening of the colors will it do, okay. And then I have to tell it the sigma space, which means how much difference is acceptable for it, how much difference between the pixels is acceptable for it, okay. So this bilateral filter is going to return an image to me in which it's going to smoothen out the or flatten the colors of my image, because to give it a cartoonification or flat effect, I have to apply this filter on top of my image so that I get that cartoonified effect. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to do is, as you've already seen the result that we are trying to achieve, the edges are quite prominent in a cartoonified image. Or to give the cartoonified effect, the edges are very prominent. So to do that, we will apply threshold on our image so that we can detect the edges. But to do that, to detect the edges or to apply the threshold, we first have to convert our image into a grayscale image so that it's easier for us to apply the threshold and detect the edges. So that's the first thing that we are going to do. We are going to use the OpenCV function, which is called as convert color, to convert our image from grayscale to the from BGR to grayscale. So I'm going to use the OpenCV function and I'm going to say BGR to gray. I'm going to say that in a variable called gray. Now I have successfully converted my image to a grayscale image, but now I have to blur the image as well. And why do I need to blur the image? So that I can remove the noise from the image, because as you can see, an image can have a lot of noise as well as a webcam can also have a lot of noise. So in order to get a very accurate or a very cool cartoonified effect, I need to remove the noise from the image. And if you guys remember, we did discuss that in the lecture in which we talked about the blurring, that one of the use case of blurring is to remove the noise from the image. So I'm going to use medium blur over here because it works very well for removing the noise from images, and I'm going to keep the K size as 7 over here. Now let's see how we can detect the edges using the thresholding by applying the threshold on it. Now we talked about two kinds of threshold. So I'm going to use my adaptive threshold over here, and if you guys remember, in adaptive threshold, it we do not have to select any threshold value. It selects the threshold value itself, and that's not just a single value. It selects the threshold value for every window, for every small region. So I'm going to pass my blurred image over here, and then I have to pass my upper threshold value. I don't have to define the threshold value because it will do that itself. And since this is the adaptive thresholding that I'm applying, so I'm going to use adaptive thresh mean over here. And since this will convert my image into a binary image, so I'm going to apply binary thresh over here as well, which is called as thresh binary. Okay, and the last thing that I want to pass over here is the block size. The block size over here is the neighborhood size. Okay, it's the neighborhood size, or the window size. So I'm going to keep that size as 9. It can be any odd number greater than 3. Okay, so I'm going to pass 9 over here, and then I'm going to pass a constant, and I'm going to keep its value as 2. Okay. Okay, you can just say the higher the value, the less the edges it will detect. Okay, since I want to detect more edges, that is why I'm gonna keep it as 2. Okay, because the higher the value of C, the less details it will capture. You can think of it like that. Okay, so now I want to create a cartoonified image that will have my edges, and that will also have my smoothened out colors as well. Now to combine these two things, what I'm going to do is I am going to create a variable cartoon, and I'm going to use my OpenCV function, which is called as bitwise and I am going to combine my colored image, and I'm going to apply a mask on it, and that mask is going to be my edges. Okay, so you can just think of it like it will combine the two things together. All the edges are going to become black so that it gives you a cartoony effect, and the rest of the image will be the smoothed out or flattened image that you were trying to produce. So this is basically all. I'm going to return the original image as well as the cartoon image so that I can visualize both of them in my program. And that is literally all. We're almost done with the program, because we have written the logic for the cartoonification. We just have to apply it first on the image and then on the webcam. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I am going to import my OS library, as well as I'm going to import argparse, so that I can select the mode. I can select the mode from image to webcam. Now I'm going to create my object of this argparse.argument parser, and I am going to create two variables, two arguments. So I'm going to call add argument function. So the first argument will be called as mode. So by default, I'll keep it as image, because the first thing I want to test it on is an image. Okay, and then I'll add another argument which will be called as file path. So over here, I'll define the file path. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to define the file path, image path over here. So I'll use the OS library for that, os.path.join. Now as my image is in the same directory, so I'm going to write day12 over here, and the name of my image is girl.jpg. Okay, now I'll pass this image path over here, and make sure to call the function which is called as parse args, or else it's gonna give you an error. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have successfully created its object, and now we can write the condition for passing an image and for dealing with a webcam. So let's do that. So we are going to say over here that if the args dot mode is the image, then the first thing that we have to do is to read the image, right? So we are going to use the OpenCV function which is called as imread, and over here we have to write the path of the image. Now since the path of the image has already been declared over here as an argument, so we are going to use that argument. We are going to say args dot file path. Okay, so this is how we are going to read the image. Now the next thing that we have to do is to cartoonify that image. Okay, so okay, I'm going to save this image that we have just read in the img variable, and now I'm going to call my cartoonify function. So I'm going to write cartoonify over here. It accepts a parameter which is an image. So the image that I've just read, I'm going to pass it over here, and as you can see, it returns two things to me. It returns the original image as well as the cartoonified image. So I'm going to save these in the two variables. And the next thing that I have to do is to visualize both of the images. So I'm going to use the imshow function so that I can visualize my original image first and then my cartoonified image. Okay, so it's called as image, and then I'm going to use my imshow function so that I can visualize my cartoon image. It's called as cartoon, and make sure to use the way key, make sure to call the way key function and set its value to 0, and I think we are good to go. Let's run it and see if you're getting the correct result. So you have already seen the okay, the following arguments are required. Oh, okay, so you have to add the two dashes over here as well, my bad. So let's run it again, and yes, this was the original image and this is the cartoonified image, and I think it's pretty cool. It is giving you that cartoonish effect, so that's good. So I'm gonna press any key, it's gonna close, and we are literally almost done with this program. We have written the logic on how to cartoonify an image, and now we're going to see how we can cartoonify a webcam. So I'm going to write else if args.mode in webcam. So the first thing that I have to do is to read the webcam. So to do that, I am going to create a variable. I'm going to call that as webcam, and I'm going to use my OpenCV function, which is called as video capture, and I then have to write the number of my webcam that I'm using. Since I only have one webcam, so it will be called as 0. So now I will start reading the frames from the webcam. So you guys already know how to do that. So I'm going to use my while loop and then true, because there is no end to the number of frames in your webcam. So the first thing that I will do over here is to read the uh, webcam. So I'm going to call the read function of the webcam to read my frames. So over here I have successfully read the frame and saved it into values read and frame. So read over here is a boolean variable. It will be true if it has successfully read the frame, and it will save the frame over here in the frame variable, which is basically just like your image. So now we are going to apply cartoonification on this frame that we have just read. So I'm going to call my cartoonify function, and I'm going to pass my frame over here because my frame is my image in this case, and since it's returning two things, it's returning an image and a cartoon, so I am going to write these two things over here and save them in these two variables. So now that I have cartoonified my frame, I am going to visualize my frame. So let's do that. I'm going to use my imshow function so that I can visualize my frames. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy it from here, copy these two lines from here, but instead of writing image, I'm going to pass my okay, yeah, since I've read it in image, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write frame over here, and I'm going to visualize my frame so that it's more clear to what we are actually trying to do. Okay, so the last thing that we are going to do is we have to come out of the loop. We have to write the logic so that we can come out of the loop. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write over here if not read, so you can break, or you can write an alternative logic to it as well, which is basically the using the wait key function. So over here I'm going to pass 1, and I'm going to say if the user presses the key Q key, he should also exit out from the loop. So it's totally up to you what logic you guys want to use. I'm gonna go with the second one because we have been using this in our program so far. And the last thing that I will do is to release the resources that were occupied by my webcam and destroy all windows, because it's important to destroy all windows when you're dealing with your webcam. So that is literally all. Now I'm going to run this program again, but before running it, what I'm going to do is I am going to change the mode to my webcam, and I'm going to keep the path as none because the webcam has no path. So yeah, that is literally all, and we are done with our program. I'm gonna run this to show you guys the results, and you guys are gonna get the same result that we got at the start of our video. So okay, so this is the center, and yeah, it's applying cartoonification on your images. Congratulations guys, you have just created your own cartoonification filter, and now you can go and show off in front of your friends. Now that's not the very thing that I would like to do. Well, Loki, I might show it off on LinkedIn, but never mind. I hope you guys enjoy the video, and stay tuned for the next one, and see you in the next one. Bye bye guys.